Hey folks, welcome back. So Jared from TFL has just put out a update around an hour ago and then another one 31 minutes ago, and this is all into relation as to what's currently going on with the whole Terra Station wallet system and the way that you use and operate with it. So we put out a video from last night this morning, and that video was pretty much explaining to you that there's going to be a new form of Terra Station called Station. There would be Legacy Station, but I think there's a big change going on behind the scenes. So what I believe is happening is, from what has been said and then weighing out what it could possibly be, it could really only realistically be one thing. And what I believe is they've postponed it until the 12th of January, which is 2 days from now. And they've done this because they are more or less getting LUNC part and just getting all the interoperability ready for LUNC. So instead of having Terra Station Legacy, we would just go straight to Station. We wouldn't need to mess around with this whole extra system, and we would all just move to Station, which would then house Lunar Classic, the same as the rest of the Cosmos being housed inside Station. As you can see, SEI, Juno and Osmos all looking good, reviewing PRs this morning. This is really, really good. So we can see here, sorry about my voice, folks, going through a lot of body things right now. For the LUNC community, stay tuned. The delay is related to an update you have been waiting for. Wink face. This can only realistically be one thing because, and this is why I'm saying we're likely going to be going straight to Station, which is really good, and it saves so much hassle. And this was always the thing why I was always against Rebel Station, because we had this really, really good system being built that everyone from the Cosmos is going to use. Why are we not using it? Why are we paying $150,000 for something that we already have and someone's already creating a more advanced system of? So it was kind of a waste of time. But we're here now. The money's been wasted, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this is us being brought into the new Station system, because this will make like everything so easy. If you wanted to buy some Atom, if you wanted to buy some Juno, if you want to buy some Lunar, you'd be able to do that from Station. I think this is all part of the new system and moving into the whole scene of Station. It's really good. So there's nothing for you to do as a community member right now. There's nowhere for you to move. You don't need to download anything. You do not need to do anything right now because there's no hurdles to be jumped. They have been moved. Is a really simple way for us to put it. When this all happens, I'll be here, I'll be ready, I'll be waiting, and I'll be doing the move with you, and I'll ensure that you're walked through it as best as you can during this time. It shouldn't be anything crazy. It should be as simple as an update at this point. It might even just be that everything updates on its own and we won't need to download anything. So we'll find out on the 12th. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more information coming from Jared, but this realistically, like I was saying, it could only be one thing. Like, what else have we been waiting for? I mean, has he got an airdrop for us all? Has he got Twixes for us all? The left Twix, the right Twix? You know, who's getting what part? But it can only realistically be one thing. Some people are probably thinking it could be, I don't know, a new multi-stable or something like that, but for the Lunc community, stay tuned. The delay is related to an update you have been waiting for. The delay is related to an update you've been waiting for. So they've delayed the update, and it's something we've been waiting for. Well, the majority of us here in the community are waiting for interoperability with the Cosmos, because anyone who's creating projects will know that this opens up 20 more doors to work with. You know, it's better for us. And I mean, this is the next step in the evolution of what the Cosmos is supposed to be. So before the crash, the Cosmos was this amazing place to be. And that's why so many people were affected. That's why people like Connor Kenny lost so much money. You can go back, you can watch his videos. of how much money he lost. And it was the simple fact that he was part of this cosmos, which was an amazing thing. And with everything that's happening now, we're pretty fortunate to have come out of it on the other side. And it turns out, you know, the people who were having fingers pointed at them aren't actually the ones that did anything wrong. It's all coming out now that it's different people like SBF, and I'm not going to get into that in this video, but it just goes to show we're in a much better place now than we were 2 months ago, even with everything that happened. And there was a recent situation with TFL, because I remember, why am I putting in TFL like it was going to come up? Ha ha! There was a post put out about some multi-signature wallet that had money in it. They may have deleted it. No, there you go. So there was an abusement of community funds or something like this. And, you know, even with all of these different things happening, we're still in a better place than we were 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 months ago, because everything's starting to come together. Everything's starting to work in an inoperable manner. If this is truly what I think it is, this is really bullish, because my biggest fear was Station would land, the interoperability would happen between the Cosmos, and Lunar Classic would be left on the outside, whilst we watched all of the other coins in the Cosmos wrapped around Station rocket upwards because of bullish news, people really happy, DeFi projects wanting to come back and build. And then we're just sort of sat there at the sidelines like, we don't need anyone because we've got Rebel Station or we've got Legacy Station. Fingers crossed, this is our ticket to redemption in a sense, because if you've listened to any of the clips that I've posted, or if you've listened to the 3-hour video, the funniest thing from every single one of those people who were privy to those meetings is that TFL are dumb, we're way smarter than them, we don't need them, they need us. And realistically, when you start thinking like that, you've already lost, because you're so selfish and stuck in your own ways. You believe you do not need, you know, the help of these other people that built the system that we're using. So now we're at a point where we need to wake up. We need to understand that we do not want to be left behind in this evolutionary stage. So fingers crossed that on the 12th, we're going to see the interoperability land from Interchain, because I was always so annoyed that we had funded Rebel Station, but when I had more or less stated to different developers about the interoperability, it was always, oh no, it's too much work. No, it's too much. We can't do that. No, it's too much work. And what I always find is they will spend time to find an excuse as to why they can't do it instead of providing a solution as to why they can. It always comes, you know, it's too much work. It's too much of this. But, you know, the amount of work that was being put into whatever was being sold to these people in Egypt and Mexico and all of these different things, you know. So I think it's high time the Lunar Classic community understands that Interchain is the future of the Cosmos. And if we want to be left behind, it's a dumb move from where I'm sitting. There's a lot of people saying, you know, Jay, why have you voted no to I think it's gone through and passed now. Has it gone through and passed? What's going on? Let's refresh. Yeah, so we voted no for this because of the simple fact that there's just not enough data that surrounds it. I have gone over this in a previous video, just chucking in here at the end. We voted no because it has an astonishing effect on projects and all of the different people building, and like it has adverse effects, and there was just not enough time. It's like I was saying, the 7 days time you're being given is time for us to vote, make decisions. It doesn't leave time for us to make changes and do all these different things. People put the proposal, you can't make changes to a proposal because it's up. And it's like, you know, we're at a point now where people understand what they're doing, and people should have more time to go through Agora texts, pick at them if they need to, suggest changes if they feel that, because Lunar Classic is built to serve the many, not the few, right? I'll leave it on that note. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like I said, keeping you up to date with the whole whatever's coming from TFL. Hopefully it's Interchain, and a Twix and an airdrop. Oh, your Luna airdrop should be coming through now on your Crypto.com accounts and other places like that. I have heard that Crypto.com miscalculated, but they are getting those corrected over time. There's nothing we can do about things like this but sit on our hands, because there's nothing else that we can do. It's out of our control. Folks, stay safe. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Drop a like, drop a sub on the way out to help support the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Like you. By listeners like you, our revenge is made possible. By listeners like you. By listeners like you.